got some boulder opal. I'm not super tickled with what showed up versus what it was supposed to be, but we got a couple pieces here we're going to play with. Since I broke the stone that was supposed to go in this last night, we're going to try and cut something that will fit in this ring. And then I got some of the andamukra that I just cut, and I set it into some bracelets. I think it came out amazing, so I'll show you that here in a second. But let's see what we're going to do here. We put some water on this. You can see that we actually got a nice little pocket of opal here. I can either cut this into a pendant, or that could be the stone here. I could cut a piece of this for it. It's actually pretty nice. And this red right here, I don't know if you can see the, oh, there you go. The red there and the red on this face. These are the only three pieces that were what they were supposed to be. So we might cut this and see what we get out of here. That's probably, I don't know, that might be a nice ring stone right there too. I think that one's more inclined to be a pendant, up about like that. This one I don't really think it has enough color in it. It has enough color to be a pendant, but I don't know that I could put it in a ring. Is there enough surface area to kind of get the point that it's boulder opal? That's the question. So let me start slicing and dicing here and see what we can get. That actually shows up quite nice on the camera. It's got a little window anyway, right there. I wonder what it's like inside. The thing about boulder opal is you're 1 millimeter away from amazing, or 1 millimeter away from losing all the color you see. You never know. I think that needs to be cut, like right here. I got that red color cut up into here, but there's not a lot of it. But it's really pretty. That might be just the ticket for here. All right, let me cut some. This one's pretty straightforward if we want to just make a pendant out of it. Stuff's pretty soft. Shape's pretty easy. Need a spot big enough to be able to drill a pin in right there. Probably a little thicker than we need it. Oh, we're getting into some stuff there. I think we don't go any further than that. I think we just hit. There we go. Let me just kind of clean up this base here. Trying to balance so that our, our centerpiece is centered. Crystalline. This boulder opal that I told you was mostly junk just turned into a really nice piece. But these are the pieces that look like they should turn into something nice. So this has got color in it when we polish it. I'm not quite happy with the shape. I'm not quite sure what, there we go, that helped. I don't really like this lump right here, but I'm afraid if I go through this lump right here, I don't want to lose any color there. It could get, maybe we just taper it just a little bit so it's not so. All right. Alright, there's a nice little pendant. We'll take it to the other wheel. It'll be two-sided by the time we're done, although I don't see a whole lot of color in that side. Let's look at our red. It looks like there's enough of it that it goes through into here. It shows up there. And it shows up nice on that face. The question is, what can we do with it? See if it'll face from this side. Problem with boulder opal is the mess. Is that getting better or worse? I don't want to go deeper and make it worse. It's kind of cool. That little cluster right there. We don't have anything here we need to save. So we could come in there. Don't see any color in that face. I think that's too nice to chop it up into a ring stone, right? You guys finally get to see me do something freestyle, freeform. Maybe you'll see me do it and say, well, that's why he doesn't do it. I just don't, that color right there as a pendant, it's not going to be obvious enough, I think. There's nothing there. We can almost take that in to where it matches, get rid of some of the weight. Because at this point it's too heavy, I think, to be a pendant. Hang it from this side. Just kind of exploring the options here as I take it down. Doesn't seem to, that's the spot right there. How do we best use that? It'd be nice if we went down a little bit and found it down the whole face, but I don't think that's going to happen. And it only faces from that side. Wait. Oh, look at that. That just showed up. That line just showed up. Like I said, we're not losing anything over here. I'm going to take off some weight and even it up. See how we're angled back there? I'm just trying to match that here. Lets me lose weight and kind of make it all uniform at the same time. We have enough color in there to make that a pendant. You're gonna look across the room and go, what is that around your neck? I kind of think not, but it's too cool to cut it into a ringstone, I think. Comment below if you think I'm doing the right thing. And comment below if you think I'm doing the stupid thing. Alright, so there's that one. I think we'll leave that natural back and bottom. Kind of significant in weight, but maybe not too much. I guess we'll find out. Alright, I think that one's ready for the other wheel. We'll see what we end up with. Color there. Color there. And our new color that showed up right there. So this one's directional from this side. This one's directional from this side. Interesting. There's two. Now we got this dude. This one doesn't have a whole lot in the way of color, unless you really get to looking at it close. So we might set this in here. I've got two more of these that just showed up today, so I've got some room to spare. They're not terribly expensive. Man, we could almost face it. No, it's not quite wide enough. If that was any thicker, we could have cut just a little slab off of it. Alright, so we can cut that right there. Save this piece for something else if we want. What do we got here? Well, that's what's left of the other piece. We still got that to play with. I don't see color in that potch, so maybe we'll save that for now. Yep, cut that one right there. Oh man, yeah, I wish this was big enough to face it from that side. Boulder Opal, you get in and out of the beautiful stuff that quick. Okay, I still think we got enough here to get it all squared up. So first I'm going to make sure that my two long ends are parallel to each other. They better be close because that's all the room we got to give. And then I can see that that one's not perpendicular. Alright, we're getting down there. Oh, sorry, I don't even know if I have you on the screen when I'm... We could chop this with the slicer, but this stuff isn't that hard. What happened to that piece last night is I cut it nice and thin so it would sit down and low in this stone and look right. Then I promptly dropped it. Now we can decide which side we want to be our face. I kind of like the color there, a little bit brighter than that. We're getting there. Oh, look at that color layer right there. We might want to take that down just a smidgen to see if we hit it. You guys know what a smidgen is? Got to be careful because we don't have much room to spare. Yeah, I think there might be nicer color just a little bit further down, or there might be worse color. That piece right there is what I'm trying to hit. Because I've always got this side to fall back on. I won't be sad if that's what we end up with. But if we might possibly have something better here. Just a little further. I kind of like the lighter color on this side. We're just about to hit what I think might be neat color. A little bit left. A little bit. Doesn't really seem to be turning anything as far as our face. So what would you do? I'm kind of leaning toward that side right now. A second ago I was leaning to that side. Let's face it, that's two nice faces right there. Let's face it. We're dang near dead on width-wise. We got a little bit to give. Got just a little bit to give this direction. That side or that side? Ooh, that's a hard choice. That's two nice faces. This one's got, it's less busy, more open space, more color contrast. This side is more consistent. I think I like this side. You guys might disagree, but so if that's the case, we'll go down from this side and see if it gets any better. It's going to change every little bit we go down. But right there, see what I'm saying is you can't have this thing sticking up there a mile. But what I might do is like square off those edges and leave it a little bit prouder so we can protect the stone. Getting close. I think it just dropped in. Just dropped in. So now, so what I'm thinking, we can do it on this side and see how I like it. It'd be easier if it was dopped up, but I want a 45-degree angle. Something like that. Only trued up. I don't hate it. So we can do that on that side. And that side right there. Be tricky. I probably should dop it up. Should be able to do this. It's not that much different than like it so far. Just trying to get it uniform. We have enough thickness here that if I don't like it, it can go away and we can use the other side or whatever. All right. See the fat? There we go. That's not too far out. That's not too far. Right there. You can see my facet. Man, I don't think I'll get that any closer unless I can figure out right where it's off, which is a little bit here. It's one of those things where I might make it worse trying to get it perfect, but those edges will be polished a little bit, so they won't be quite so, where do I get my light reflection at? There it is. There you go. It's a little bit narrower on this end than on that end, but not by much. Which one of these is the one that's maybe just a hair right here? Water messes it up. That's as close as I'm going to get freehand. Now we got to take it down a little bit because we're still too thick. But how much too thick? Dang, that's going to change things if I have to bring that. I think we're okay. I think we'll bring those edges in on the bottom as well. The old-fashioned way. See which one I got closer. Gotta get the water off. Our stone is a little thicker on this side. We're gonna have to take it down just a little bit. Gonna have to take her down just a hair. Which side is the one we're off on? I mean, which one can I most... I think this one. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but we've done all the work here on the medium grit wheel. It doesn't leave us anything. Doesn't leave us anything much to be able to get scratches off. We'll probably just try the face. I think we'll dop it up so I can get it exactly the way I want it. Okay. I'm happy with that. Now I think we better dop it up to polish it. You see the scratches on the face? I can. Maybe we don't need to. Where are we at? So we got this one. That'll make a big, nice pendant. We won't take that one any further. We got this one. We're ready to go to the green, the other wheel. Slide over here a little closer. Okay. I'm not unhappy with that. Good enough for now. Let's clean up this one. That's where we're going to set a pin. Right about there. Cover that little. Then we need to take just a little bit off the face to be able to get the scratches out. Hoping that goes color all the way through. That actually just turned out really nice. We're a little bit funny at the top, and I don't know if it might be this angle making it look that way, and this angle. There's a scratch right there in that face. I think we need to take it down a little bit more over here. That's what's throwing me off. And we gotta clean up this side, get all the scratches off. I don't know if we want to go any further right there. I'm just going to tickle that. So that's her face. Alright, I think I'm happy with that. We're ready to polish it. Maybe the back needs to do a little bit more work. I might like it better rolled. polish on that one. Now we got this dude. We got to get all the heavy grit scratches out, or the medium grit scratches out. I don't have a coarse wheel. I got medium, I got fine, I got pre-polish and polish. I only got 4 wheels to work with here. Kind of wish I had one more, but not bad enough to spend $3,200 on the machine I want. This one just doesn't have enough fire to really pop. It's got to be hitting to be hitting. It's pretty when you see it, but I don't know that it stands on its own. We're ready to polish that. I got that color right there and that color right there. Wow, this one's really starting to shine. This one is starting to come alive. Look at that. Okay, I'll be honest, I was pretty disappointed when I opened the parcel, and honestly, probably 6 of the 10 pieces I bought in it are going to be junk. But that piece right there is worth the parcel. That right there is worth what I paid for the parcel. To me, I wouldn't recommend this guy to buy from to you guys. I haven't mentioned him because, like, it took me several weeks. He kept saying he was going to send me videos of a parcel he'd put together for me, and then he told me that he did, but he'd actually just listed it for sale, and by the time I went to find it, it was already sold. And anyway, it was a whole fiasco, and I was just it was sheer morbid curiosity that I just stuck with it, going, I wonder if this guy even wants to sell anything. I'm just sitting here going, hey, I have some money, can you please sell me some Opal? And it was just a kind of a nightmare trying to do business with him. There's lots of people that have Boulder Opal that don't, you know, that have better customer service. And but all that said, that right there was worth the price of admission. Maybe I should apologize to him. If you could send me something like that every time, I would put up with the horrible customer service and waste of time. And this parcel took well over a month from the time I bought it to the time I got it. I don't know how long it took him to ship it, but and I'm only complaining that loud now because I got that to go, oh, that to go, well, it was worth it. And the cool thing about cutting these as pendants is if at any point I wanted to cut that out and put it somehow in a setting of some sort, it's still here. It's always here as a ringstone or a pendant, you know. When you cut them big like this, they can always be something smaller. Might be a bit of a crack in it, in that face, but so So maybe what I just said isn't true. Maybe you couldn't cut it into something else, but it might just be might just be some lines in it. Who knows? All right, that one's ready for polish. What do we got next? Oh, we got this dude we got to try and polish. Gonna polish the face. All I want to do is take the scratches out of it. Yeah, I like it. So we're going to look like, something about like that. I did this last night, cleaned off the stone that I had cut for this ring, and then I went to push it like this, and when I lifted my finger, it stuck to my finger, fell and hit the tile and shattered. I don't think we quite got it fitting in there the way we want. There we go. I think that is what we're looking for. There we go. Just needs a polish and then set. Alright, did we polish everything we cut? I think so. What do you think? Oh, that's her face. I was like, man, that wasn't as straight as I thought it was. That was the underside. Alright, get off of there. There's her face. Pretty pleased with that. We're cutting it freehand. Alright. Okay, here we go. Final test fit. How about that? All right, I think we can set it. Okay, there's the Andamuka matrix that we treated and then set. Little piece of, I don't even know what, it doesn't look like poob or peaty, but it's a little piece that I had in a parcel recently that I cut and fit in that little bracelet. So 3 bracelets and the Boulder Opal ring faceted. Pretty pleased with that. Tell me what you think about those bracelets and the Andamuka overall. And the Boulder Opal. Oh, look. So we got that one. So there's the first Boulder Opal pendant. Drilled and set. There's that one. I haven't set this one yet. It's a little bit harder to see the color in this one, so I haven't sort of decided if I wanted to. See, there's our color right there in the face. Right there on that side, got that nice fire in it. I almost think this one might be better off as a ring stone. Just so you can accentuate that little part right there. Tell me what you think. Does that work as a pendant, or is the color too subdued? And then there's the rest of the Boulder Opal. I think I got the most exciting pieces out of it, but there's still some more fun stuff in there. Some of this stuff is just kind of like not real impressed with some of it, but we'll see what we can do with it. I mean, that right there I think is just a junk piece. But you got to get some good ones, some bad ones to get some good ones, I guess. That one right there's got a nice little streak through it. We'll see what we can do with that. Alright, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you would, please.